Are you ready? Personal or vital energy is our inner strength, capacity for action, and emotional balance, and the powerful steal our energetic power. When we talk about energy theft, we're usually referring to forms of manipulation or control that drain this vitality, leaving people weakened, passive, or dependent. In this video, we're going to discuss the main ways through which the powerful, whether through institutions, systems, or individuals, can steal our energy. Make sure to leave a like and follow our channel. Let's start with manipulation through fear and stress. Fear and stress are two of the most powerful mechanisms that drain a person's vital energy because these states consume immense amounts of physical and emotional energy. This is why governments, corporations, and even the media deliberately feed crises, wars, pandemics, and economic insecurities to keep people in a constant state of anxiety. When we are afraid, we become vulnerable and easier to control, and our vital energy is drained as we are constantly trying to protect ourselves. Another big drain on energy comes from the work system, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. Most people spend the majority of their lives working long hours in jobs that often don't provide satisfaction or real purpose. This exhausting cycle leaves people mentally and physically worn out, with little energy left to focus on their own passions, creativity, or spiritual growth. For example, in the modern capitalist system, the concept of endless productivity and incessant work is promoted as a virtue. People who dedicate themselves to this constant work cycle without balance end up having their vital energy sucked away, with no time or space to reconnect with what truly matters in their lives. You are what truly matters in your life. Constant media and distraction. We couldn't leave this one out. Before I steal 1 minute of your time, my name is Augusto Cunha. I'm 50 years old, and I want to ask for your donation for my niece Emily, who's also here on YouTube. She makes quality videos and wants to continue with her studies, but with the minimum wage she earns here in Brazil, it's not enough. With this money, she can only afford her food, rent, water, and electricity, making it very difficult to pay for her studies. Please help her. I'll leave the donation link and her channel link pinned in the comment of this video. Thank you. Now, back to the topic. The media, especially social networks, is also one of the main ways through which the powerful drain people's energy. And this is no secret to anyone. Constant consumption of news, entertainment, and comparisons on social media puts the brain in a state of information overload. This constant distraction prevents us from connecting with ourselves, reflecting, or taking purposeful actions. The entertainment industry and social networks create a vicious cycle of distraction, where people are constantly consuming content that rarely adds anything significant to their lives. If you disagree, leave your comment, and we can talk more about it. This constant mental stimulation drains energy and prevents us from using that strength to create something deeper or more authentic. Did you know the powerful also steal emotional energy? By creating a culture of emotional and psychological dependence, they establish social and cultural norms that lead us to seek validation and acceptance from others instead of nurturing emotional self-sufficiency. And this is terrible when you're constantly seeking approval, whether through social status, wealth, or physical appearance. Your energy is drained by external forces. That's right. It goes far away from you. And that's exactly what they want from us. They want us to keep being pigs feeding on their scraps, never seeking personal or spiritual growth, because otherwise they lose us as their puppets and slaves, fueling their growth and evolution. Don't forget one thing. Recognizing what's draining your energy is an act of power. The beauty, fashion, and even social media industries create a sense that validation and love only come from outside. And that's not true, right? Love comes from ourselves for ourselves. This continuous cycle of seeking recognition drains us, leaving us emotionally exhausted and dependent on external forces for satisfaction and happiness. Control through guilt and shame, what could that be? Guilt and shame are psychological tools that drain energy and personal power. In many societies, religious or cultural norms make us carry feelings of guilt or shame, especially regarding sexuality, personal beliefs, or lifestyle. These negative emotions drain our personal power, making us feel unworthy or incapable of changing our lives. Don't worry, we'll find the solution in this video, so stick around. The powerful can also use spiritual systems to drain our energy by controlling our beliefs and how we access our spirituality. This can be done through institutionalized religions or distorted spiritual practices that prevent us from seeking our own direct connection with the divine or our inner energy. And of course, we are gods and goddesses, kings and queens, so everything and anything is within us. We must seek ourselves. Enough of these religious institutions that demand blind obedience and deny spiritual individuality. They often keep followers dependent on spiritual leaders or dogmas, preventing people from discovering and cultivating their own inner power. Economic inequality also drains the energy of the masses. When we are trapped in a cycle of poverty or debt, we spend all our mental and emotional energy just trying to survive. This prevents us from developing our creative, intellectual, and spiritual potential. Credit and debt systems controlled by banks and powerful financial institutions keep people stuck in a constant struggle for financial security. This cycle of worrying and constant work drains the vital energy needed to explore new life possibilities. But how can we reclaim our energetic power? Awareness and awakening. The first step to reclaiming your energetic power is to recognize when and how it is being drained. This requires constant self-observation and an awakening to the external influences that control us. Recognizing what is draining your energy is an act of power. Disconnect from toxic sources urgently, whether it's the media, social networks, exhausting work environments, or manipulative relationships. It's important to disconnect from these sources that drain your energy. Practices like meditation, mindfulness, and spending time in nature help restore and protect your vital energy. Instead of seeking external validation, cultivate emotional self-sufficiency. This means nurturing your self-esteem, independence, and the ability to find joy and satisfaction within yourself. Seek your authentic spirituality. Connecting with an authentic spirituality free from institutional manipulation, helps restore your energetic power. This may involve practices that bring personal meaning and a sense of purpose. The theft of our energetic power by the powerful happens in many ways through fear, distraction, emotional control, and economic exploitation. However, by recognizing these mechanisms and taking steps to protect ourselves, we can regain control of our vital energy, strengthening our ability to live fully and authentically. That's it. See you in the next video. And don't forget to help my niece and follow our channel. See you next time.